Austria and Costa Rica, June 9, 2024.
A eso le llamas tormenta.
Un tornado, eso. Un tornado.
Uy, mae, que el mae se lo va a llevar de la silla de ruedas.
Downpours with gusts of wind and hail hit the city of Cartago, Costa Rica and surrounding areas this Saturday, with at least 100 incidents reported to 911. Neighbors reported flooding of homes in different places, as well as power outages, and even the roof of the Fello Meza stadium came off due to the strong winds. In some places, such as near Paseo Metropoli, cars were observed trapped in the middle of a flood along the road. In addition, in Los Diques de Terras there was a landslide. Similarly, at the Max Peralta building, water ingress was reported, but the center authorities indicated that the situation remained under control. The greatest damage occurred in the center of Cartago, confirmed the Red Cross. Although this entity received reports of possible trapped people. Likewise, the Red Cross office suffered damage to its facilities and equipment due to heavy rains, but emergency services were not interrupted. The president of the National Emergency Commission reported 72 incidents of flooding, 51 in Cartago, 18 in El Guarco, 2 in Oriamuno and 1 in San Carlos. The majority corresponds to flooding of homes due to overflowing streams and saturation of the sewage system. Likewise, the CNE received 61 inspection requests that also extend to cantons such as Alajuela, Buenos Aires, Golfito, Lepanto, Santo Domingo and Turrialba, among others. These requests are due to fallen trees, inspection of roads, pedestrian bridges affected by rain, flooding in channels and blocked sewers. Also, 3 reports of landslides were recorded in Moravia, El Guarco and Turrialba. The Fello Meza Stadium, in Cartago, was the scene of minutes of mourning due to a type of tornado that formed as a result of the intense rains and caused great damage in its path. The situation occurred this Saturday afternoon, when the final of the Under-21 championship was being played between Cartaginés and Sporting FC. Precisely the second half was being played. Cartaginés press officer was one of the people who witnessed the damage that the rain and winds caused, to the point that fans had to run for fear. A lot of lightning began to strike, so UNIFIT decided to wait 10 minutes to see if the lightning began to move away before resuming the game, because they were about 5 kilometers away. During that period that we were waiting, suddenly, it started to rain very hard and with hail, and a type of tornado came. That's what I can describe to you, and unfortunately it affected the structure of the stadium.
Vale, se lo está llevando la silla de ruedas.
Meza said that practically the roof of the stadium was completely destroyed, but the damage did not end there, as the field was completely flooded and the water even entered the press room, offices and the gym. When the tornado issue began, we put people safe in safe areas that we have demarcated in the stadium, and later they were able to abandon the facilities when the weather permitted. Different parts of Cartago were strongly affected by the rains, especially by the overflowing of sewers and the collapse of power lines and structures due to strong winds. The strong winds, lightning strikes and falling hail turned the old metropolis into the center of attention of the relief authorities. So far, the National Emergency Commission, CNE, has not given a report on the incidents attended to, but Mario Redondo points out that the impact has been great. It is a situation, or a downpour that we have not observed in a long time, said Redondo. Neighbors of the central canton reported to Noticias Colombia that the heavy downpours caused water to enter some homes. The Colombia Deportiva team that was broadcasting the game had to take shelter from the storm but remains on the air describing the situation on 98.7 FM. The Cartago authorities responded to several reports of people trapped in Guadalupe, for now, without evacuations or transfers. In some areas there is no electricity service and these are several images and videos captured by Colombia staff and others that circulate virally on social networks or WhatsApp messaging. In Europe, heavy thunderstorms fell again in Styria. The municipality of Deutschfeistritz was particularly affected. The A9 is blocked following a debris discharge, and a civil protection alarm has been triggered in Graz.